me share the screen here. All right. So first of all, thank you all for joining. My name is Andy Stavros. I am the Executive Vice President of Operations for XPS Solutions. If I have not had a chance to meet you, I really would welcome that. Feel free to, you'll get my email address afterwards at the end. You can also scan the QR code over here. And that has my contact info as well. Feel free to reach out to me for anything that you guys need. I oversee all of our operations, call center, our sales, marketing, everything, all that stuff. So if there's anything I can ever do for you, please feel free to reach out to me. You do have some great customer experience manager or client experience managers, our CXM team for our contact center that certainly can help you out. And we encourage you to go to those guys on a day-to-day basis. If you don't know who they are, again, I will be more than happy to point you in that direction after the call and give you the right point of contact. So let's move forward. So we are so excited to have you guys here. We're so excited to have our customers on this call. This is currently a customers only call. So you guys are the first ones actually to get a hold of the app. And we have not released it anywhere else out there yet. So we are really excited about this new version. If you've been with us for any time, you know that we've always had the MyStorPal app. In fact, we were the first company to ever launch an app out there in the marketplace about 6 or 7 years ago. And it's gone through different iterations, some good, some challenging. But this actual new iteration, we are so proud of, and we're so excited. The user experience is fantastic. If you have not had a chance to get in there and use it, I would encourage you to do so, or we can get you connected with your CXM team member and they can get you a demo. But this is really, really exciting. It's just the workflow is amazing. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful app. We're really excited about it. So what is MyStorPal? So MyStorPal essentially is a tenant-facing app that allows your tenants to self-serve, right? So it enables them to, many of you have heard probably the term omni-channel. Omni-channel essentially in the workplace or in the retail marketplace, it means it allows your customers to interact with you and do things in different fashions or different forms. So whether it's your website or it's going to be via phone or in this case, an app, these are different ways for you to support your tenants and your prospects. Obviously, prospects are not going to have the app yet, but your tenants for the MyStorPal app, so they can make a payment. They can store information about your unit, about their unit. They can store pictures, they can store details, and we'll walk through some of that stuff. But it basically keeps them conveniently connected to your facility, which is important because we know that you all are competing with, some of you are competing with each other, and some of you are competing with the big guys, the REITs, right? And so anything that you can do to help separate yourself in the marketplace is really important, and to make it easier for your tenants to interact and be a part of your brand. So let's talk about a couple of things. The first one is going to be there's a move out feature, which is really, really cool. This does not, I'm going to be clear, it does not actually initiate a move out inside your software. It simply sends a notification and it tells the store manager or the site manager, facility manager, it sends them a notification that this tenant is interested in a move out. And then they can submit a photo, they can submit some information, but it does not actually allow an actual move out. There's some verbiage in there that tells the tenant very clearly that they have to contact the facility to still finish the process. But it is a very cool feature, allows for the move out process to begin. When we release I'm giving you a teaser here. When we release a management version of the app, which is going to be coming out here soon, I'm not going to commit to a date and a timeline yet, but watch for more information soon. We are going to be releasing a facility version that you can actually have communication with the tenant via the apps. So the facility manager can communicate with the tenant via the app. So if they send a move out request, they can go back and forth and get the information they need to begin the process. So that was a teaser on that one. Storage unit details. They can access if you have a facility that you are using gate codes and it is stored within your software platform. You can put that information, obviously it's going to be in your software platform already, that is put in the app as well, so the tenant can see their information, their gate code access as well. In case they forgot it, they're not sure, they can put it in there. Raise an issue. So this is new. They can actually send off a notification to raise an issue at something on the facility. So for example, if they happen to be walking the facility at 6 o'clock in the evening and there's no facility manager on site, they've left for the afternoon, but the tenant has a sticking door, or they notice some light bulbs are out, or the air conditioning is not working, they can actually submit it through the app. They can send a picture, so which is really neat. So if there's actually something physical that they want to take a picture of, they can send it and actually send it through the app, so that the facility manager then gets that information and can take action on it. In the upcoming management version of the app, there will be the ability to communicate with the tenant and let them know that it's been followed up on and actually closed out. So very, very cool. That's coming. That's not obviously in this version of the app, but it is coming soon. Inventory management, another really cool feature, allows a tenant to store information, pictures, a little bit of text about what they have in their unit. So, let's say someone has moved an elderly parent out of a home, and they're not going to access a storage unit maybe once every 6 months. They can actually store information on the app and then go back to it and reference it. And so they can find things easily. It also is, this is not official, but in my opinion, it also could be good for insurance purposes, where they've got documentation of what is actually in the unit. So what are some of the facility key features? So reporting. We're going to give you access to information currently on the dashboard today. If you are a current MyStorPal user, or MyStorPal customer, you can access payments that are being sent and some other data points that are inside the dashboard today. We are going to be enhancing that. We're working on a major dashboard update, hopefully in the fall of this year. It is currently under construction, but we are going to bring over a lot more data points from the app within that as well, so that you can see how things are going, how things are being used. And especially when the management version comes out, there's going to be a lot of data that rolls with that as well. So another really cool feature is that we say branded for you. I also call that co-branded. So rather than you having to invest a lot of money to have your own app that integrates with the software provider that you guys have today, it's a lot of money, tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, to be able to do something like this. And rather than you having to do that and you have to have your own app store license, and you have to have it in the Google Play Store, and you got to manage it and updates and all that. We actually allow you the ability. We allow you the ability to get in there, and you can actually put your logo, and you can also put a picture of your facility within the app itself. So really, really cool. It's another feature as well. Facility alerts. So again, you can send a message if you have a global message. So this is more of everybody, right? So maybe your hours have changed, and you've got to, let's say the facility manager happens to be sick. We get that from you guys, several times, right? We service enough customers that we get that message. You can update with that within the dashboard, within the dash reporting, and you can actually update it. You can actually go in the MyStorPal component and send an alert also to your tenants, so they can see it as well. So if you say, hey, we're familiar that the gate is currently broken, we have a vendor coming out to fix it at 3 o'clock on Tuesday, the 22nd, or whatever the case may be. You can actually send a push notification. You can actually go to the tenants as well. Seamless payment solutions. Again, MyStorPal, we've always been able to take payments. This does allow them to take the payments. There are no fees. This is not you're not going through XPS's or MyStorPal payment processor. That is connected directly as an API to your software. So whoever your software provider uses for the payment processing, that's exactly how it works. So this is just it's a way to enable them to be able to make that payment through the app. And then multi-unit support. So we all know that we sometimes have commercial customers or customers who might have multiple 10 by 10s, multiple units. They actually can access that information, multiple units within the app as well, and make payments and store information. So why would we want to do an app like this? Well, a couple reasons. One is it sets you apart, right? And we've been in a part of the industry for 25 years, and everything that we've done has been focused on helping you as the independent owner and operator separate yourselves and compete with the REITs. And that's what this does. It enables you to compete with the REITs and offer more solutions for your tenants than maybe your neighbor provider might not be able to as well. It reduces incoming calls, right? So if you are still a staff facility and let's say you have XPS as a backup, well, your managers are still getting the calls. Anything that you can enable your tenants to do self-serve helps reduce that volume and allows your facility manager during the day to focus on the calls or on the things on the facility that are most important. Dealing with a tenant that's standing right there in the office, cleaning out a unit, dealing with an auction, those types of things. So the app enables the tenants to be able to self-serve a little bit more. It improves retention. It's branded, so it's a little bit more branded towards you. You can, like I said, the co-branded component within the app. You can share bulletins and then the move out requests and handling payments. So tools that we have out there for you guys. Number one is for tenants, there is a MyStorPal website, and it actually walks them through step-by-step instructions on how to use the app. It has the download links. It does have a tutorial video. There's different components out there. So if you have not visited the updated MyStorPal app website, I would encourage you to do that. That is MyStore without an E, pal.com. So MYSTOR pal.com. So check that out if you haven't checked that out. Now, what do you guys receive? Well, you have in the email that was sent that all of you registered, you actually were sent an email when we launched this about a week ago that has some links for some tools that you can use. There are a couple of PDFs and documents as well as a QR code. You are more than welcome to create your own materials to tell your tenants about the MyStorPal app. If you need things for that, you can reach out to your CXM and they will get that information for you. So if you said, hey, can I get an image of the app? Yeah, sure, no problem. We'd be happy to share that with you. Or, hey, can I get some verbiage or can I get some of this? We're happy to share that with you. That's no problem. And that's in case you wanted to create your own materials. A good example would be if you wanted to send a newsletter out to your tenants and announce this information, you could use the QR code that we included in the email. And you could say, here, use this QR code to scan and download the app. You can include a link to the download or to the MyStorPal.com. There's a lot of different things you can do, but there are tools in there that you can access. And if you need any support or assistance, let us know. You can also still order a MyStorPal kit. Those kits are being updated as we speak right now. So if you ordered one today, it won't ship today, but it will ship probably within about 3 business days. We do have kits. Those kits consist of a MyStorPal counter card and MyStorPal stickers. So the stickers you can actually put throughout your facility. You can put them on on the keypads. You can put them on your doors. You can put them in different spots. So those are available. There is a MyStorPal kit. And if you need access to that, please feel free to contact your CXM and they'll be happy to give that to you. We do ask that you please only order 1 kit per facility. If you have a large bulk order, if you are a large client on this call and you would like a large bulk order, please let us know and we will try to work with you on that directly so you don't literally have to place 50 or 60 or maybe even 100 orders for your facility. So, but we can support that if you want those materials. So what does it look like? what does the onboarding process look like? I mean, everybody on this call, you should be XPS customers currently today. This app, this current version of the app, the tenant facing version, there is no charge. There will be a charge of just being transparent out there for when we bring out the management version of the app, because it's going to have a lot of robust management versions and features and reporting. That cost will be minimal per facility. We'll share that once we get closer to that. But the tenant version currently, there is not a charge. So what you would need to do is reach out to your CXM and let them know that you would like to turn this feature on, and then you'll report to them some information like the email address you want the notification sent to, the phone number, whether it's an XPS direct number or emergency phone number or something you want the phone component pointed to. Different things like that. They'll help you with that. They'll also help you with the logo and the marketing of that, or capturing that so they can put it in the app. Your picture, sorry. So questions and answers. Let's see. I'm going to try to open this up. It looks like we might have one QA already in there. Oh, it says chat is disabled. Actually, chat is not, chat as far as the groups might be disabled as far as people messaging each other, but I do see chat. So if you have questions, please feel free to send me a direct chat. Deborah, I see that that message that you sent me. So if you want to send some questions, send them over. I'll go through probably the most common ones right now that I can think of. One is the former app. Some people had said, well, it's not compatible with the current version of Google or current version of iPhone. That is correct. The old app was not, because the old app was not updated. This current version is updated and it is working. It is backwards compatible with a lot of facilities, or a lot of different versions that are currently out in the app stores, whether it's Google Play or the iPhone iTunes store. A couple of other, let's see, there's a question here. It says, how do we add our facility pictures and logos? Aaron, thank you for sending that question. You will reach out to your CXM, and they will get that loaded for you. It's actually something we have to do on the back end currently today in the current version of the app. The management version might actually allow that, but currently we have to load that for you. If you do not know who your CXM is, I'm going to go back one slide and you can look. There's my email address. Here you go. Down in the bottom, there's my email address there. Feel free to send me an email and I will get you in touch with your current CXMs to make sure that you guys are the right people. Let's see, we got a question from Scott. Will operators be able to send enrollment rates by store somewhere in the dashboard? Oh, see enrollment rates. Yes, Scott, we are working on that. We actually have some manual reports that we can probably share with you. Obviously, some information is we can't share full details, but we can share some high level we're looking at reports like number of users per facility, number of users per client, how many are making payments, things like that. There's a lot of more detail that we can capture within the current version of the app. So yes, Scott, we will have that information for you. Where is the report and issue button? It is, let me open up the app real quick myself. Let's see. Because I want to make sure. Okay. So it is under on the home screen. So when you click on the unit, so I know I can't share my phone with you guys, but I'm telling Deborah this to answer this question. On the home screen, when you click on the unit, which is essentially the picture and the details, it will take you to another screen, which is essentially a subscreen, which will show the facility information and location information. If you just scroll down a little bit, there is a a button there that says raise an issue. And it will also have it'll have an issue history. When you click raise an issue, you can actually then report. There's a description, upload image. You can select the issue type, such as drive aisle damage, gate, HVAC not working, insurance claim, keypads not working, lighting, lock, move in, water, lots of different things. There's a whole categories in there. So it is within the unit itself. So good question, Deborah. Thank you. Understanding. So the question would be about keeping this app up to date. So yes, this app is going to continuously be updated. We'll ensure that it is a part of the current app versions and Google Play Store versions, or that's Android versions. There you go. You can tell I'm an iPhone user. Android versions that are out there in the marketplace. So that was a great question. Yes, we are going to keep it up to date because it actually will be directly tied with our management version, which will be coming out here later this year. And they're going to have to work concurrently together. So it will be updated on a regular basis. So that is a great question. And thank you for that. That's why we chose a different version of the app. We chose a different developer. We chose a lot of different things to help us keep that updated and relevant. So great question. All right, we'll give it about another 10 seconds or so, see if any more questions come in. All right, well, we will also send some additional stuff following the call. Oh, we got 2 more questions here. Do tenants with the current app need to delete and re-download? That is the best thing, honestly, is for the tenants just to delete and re-download the new version. Good question. It's probably the easiest thing. They can do the update version. I mean, they can go in and then hit update, and it should update it on the back end. But it's sometimes easier just to delete it and download the new version. That's honestly what I did, and it worked flawlessly. And then another question came through from Aaron. How easily can custom fields be added? We are currently, since this is a global platform, it is not specific to any particular software platform. We're currently not looking at that. However, I would say raise that question to your CXM, and then they can raise that question on up through the channel. And we can certainly have conversations with our development folks to see if that's a possibility. And then the other question would be, Aaron, you're playing games with it here. A woodchuck can chuck a lot of wood, my friend. All right, guys, that sounds like a great way to sign off. I appreciate all of you as our clients. I am here for anything that you ever need. If I can't answer it, I will go find the answers. Thank you for being customers. Thank you for your business, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great afternoon.